Hi everyone, trust you all are doing well. So we finished up in our previous lesson and we implemented basically our commentable interface right here on our post model. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to create a trade to actually fulfill some of the contracts of our interface. All right, so let's quickly do that. So we just in our trades, let me just go there again. So under app, trades, you will see we're just going to create a new file in there called HasComments.php. All right, so let's open up PHP tags. I'm just going to namespace basically to that trade. Okay. And then we're just going to create a trade. And this one is going to be called HasComments. Okay. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to return the comments relation. Okay. So this is basically the polymorphic relationship from between, so in this case, between the post and the comment. Okay. So this is going to be a morph many. All right. And then we're just going to return this morph many. And comment clause, okay, just make sure you import it at the top as well, just the polymorphic, the morph many as well there in the comment. Right, and this is going to be the comments relation, and then we're just going to be the commentable ID and the commentable type. All right, so the commentable ID and the commentable type. So if we open our comments migration right here, is basically these two things. So the commentable ID there and the commentable type in our comment section. All right, so just give us some room like this. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do above this, let's just create basically the comments. And this is just going to call on this relationship. We're just going to return this comment relation, not the method, just like that. All right, so we're just going to create the latest. So as you can see in our interface, what we need to do, we need to do the latest comments and delete comments. So we got our comments relation right there. We're going to create a commentable title actually inside our post model to fulfill that. Okay, so we just need to do those two, latest comments and delete comments. Okay, so let's do the latest comments. We're going to do an integer and we're going to add the amount. We're going to set it by default to 5. Okay, so if we call on this method, so in this case, let me just give some room there. So in our blade, we will normally do this syntax. We're going to add post. Okay, and then we're going to do latest comments. Okay, so if we don't add anything in there, basically we'll take the default as 5. But if we add 10 or whatever the amount, we basically can change the amount. Okay. So let's get the latest comments. And we're basically just going to return this comments relation. Okay. We're just going to get the latest. Okay. Then we're just going to limit the amount to the amount that we're getting right there. And then we're just going to press get. Okay. The next one that we need to add here is we need to add the delete comments. And then we're just going to, basically we're going to loop over the comments relation, and then for each one, we're going to delete each comment. Okay, so for each, this, let's actually just make parentheses. For each, this comments relation, it's going to get them. Okay, as comment. Okay, and we're just going to do a comment. Just going to do the delete. right? And then after that, we're just going to say this unset relation, and that is basically our comments relation. Alright, so now we created our trade right here. So let's bring in our trade inside our post model. We're just going to say use as comments. Alright, so if you bring in that, you will see there's only one left. Alright, comment. This needs to be not comment, it needs to be comments with an S. Well, let's go to that interface. This comment needs to be an S, it needs to be comments. Okay, so in my post model, okay, so as you can see, it just needs now to be the commentable title. That one we're going to create inside actually our comments. Let me just structure this a little bit better. Let's move it like that. Okay, so let's quickly create this commentable title. Okay, so let's just go to the bottom, to a public function, commentable title. Okay, so if we do that, you can see now we're fulfilling that contract of that interface that we created right here. So this commentable title right here. Okay, so let's just go down to the bottom. Obviously, we need to, this needs to be a string. Okay, so let's just return this title like that. Right, so the other thing that we need to do is we need to lazy eagle load actually our relationship. So let's just add this in here. This is going to be the comments relation. The other one that we need to add in here is the tags relation as well. You guys remember we had the hashtags, this one right here. So we just want to eagle load this relationship as well. Okay. So we got our auth relation, comments relation, and our tags relation right there. Alright, so that's it for me, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.